The rise of Miles McBride amid Jalen Brunson's injury. In the midst of another high-stakes NBA season, the New York Knicks face a significant challenge with the absence of their star point guard, Jalen Brunson. Brunson, who has been a key catalyst in the Knicks' resurgence this season, is currently sidelined with a sprained ankle, and his absence is expected to last for at least 2 weeks. While the team and its fans anxiously await his return, there is a surprising sense of optimism surrounding the Knicks, largely due to the emergence of a lesser-known but highly capable player, Miles "Deuce" McBride. Miles McBride has stepped into the spotlight as the Knicks' X-factor in the wake of Brunson's injury, and his performances in recent games have provided a blueprint for how the team can navigate this tough stretch without their star point guard. While the focus is often on high-profile players in the NBA, McBride's emergence is a testament to the importance of player development, timing, and opportunity in professional sports. His ability to step up when the team needs him most is becoming a crucial storyline for the Knicks. McBride, selected as the 26th overall pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, wasn't initially viewed as a player with the potential to carry the load offensively. Many saw him primarily as a defensive specialist, someone who could provide solid minutes off the bench by locking down opposing guards. However, as McBride gained more experience in the league, particularly during his time with the Westchester Knicks in the G League, he began to showcase a more well-rounded skill set. His development as a capable scorer and playmaker has become evident over time, and the Knicks' investment in his growth is now paying off in a big way. The timing of McBride's breakout is particularly fortunate for the Knicks. After trading Emmanuel Quickley and R.J. Barrett to the Toronto Raptors earlier in the season as part of a deal to acquire OG Anunoby, the Knicks were left somewhat thin in their guard rotation. This created an opening for McBride to prove himself, and he has taken full advantage of the opportunity. The Knicks, in turn, locked McBride into a 3-year, $13 million contract extension, a deal that now looks like a bargain considering McBride's potential value. While McBride's contract may have been seen as a solid deal at the time, his recent performances suggest that he may be worth even more than what the Knicks initially bargained for. His combination of defensive tenacity, improved shooting, and underrated playmaking ability makes him a valuable asset, especially for a team with championship aspirations. The challenge for the Knicks, however, will be to find the right balance between McBride's contributions and the inevitable return of Jalen Brunson. McBride has started in the past 2 games for the Knicks since Brunson's injury, and the team's results have been mixed. In a 10-point loss to the Los Angeles Clippers, McBride put up a respectable performance with 7 points and 6 assists. However, it was in the Knicks' subsequent game against the Sacramento Kings that McBride truly shone. In a blowout win, McBride recorded 21 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals while shooting an impressive 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. His ability to rise to the occasion in such a decisive victory demonstrates that he is more than capable of leading the Knicks during Brunson's absence. McBride's performance against the Kings is reflective of his overall growth as a player. While he was initially seen as a defensive stopper, he has developed into a well-rounded contributor capable of impacting the game on both ends of the floor. His shooting stroke has become more reliable, and his physicality allows him to compete against larger guards. Additionally, McBride's endurance and work ethic have made him a favorite of the coaching staff, and his relentless energy on the court has been a spark for the Knicks. A blueprint for the Knicks' survival without Brunson. As the Knicks continue to navigate the challenges posed by Jalen Brunson's injury, the team finds itself relying on McBride to provide stability in the backcourt. While McBride may not be able to replicate Brunson's scoring output or leadership on a nightly basis, his contributions in other areas give the Knicks hope that they can stay competitive until Brunson returns to the lineup. One of McBride's greatest assets is his defensive prowess. In an era where elite point guards dominate the league, McBride's ability to defend multiple positions is a valuable skill. His physicality and lateral quickness allow him to stay in front of quicker guards, while his strength enables him to battle against bigger opponents. This defensive versatility gives the Knicks an edge in matchups where they need to slow down opposing backcourts. Offensively, McBride has also shown growth. While he may not be the primary scoring option, he has proven capable of hitting key shots and making the right plays when the ball is in his hands. His shooting percentages have improved, and he has developed a more consistent three-point shot. In addition, McBride's court vision and passing ability have allowed him to serve as a facilitator, setting up his teammates for scoring opportunities. What makes McBride's emergence particularly significant is the lack of reliable role players on the Knicks roster. Outside of Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, the team has struggled to find consistent production from its supporting cast. McBride's ability to step into a larger role and provide both scoring and playmaking has been a breath of fresh air for the Knicks, and his presence has helped alleviate some of the pressure on the team's stars. The Knicks' upcoming schedule also plays in their favor as they look to weather the storm without Brunson. Over the next 2 weeks, the Knicks will face several teams that are either rebuilding or missing key players, including the Miami Heat post-Jimmy Butler trade, the San Antonio Spurs without Victor Wembanyama, the Charlotte Hornets, the Washington Wizards, and the Dallas Mavericks, who are dealing with the absence of Luka Doncic. These matchups give the Knicks an opportunity to stay competitive without their all-star point guard and potentially rack up some wins to maintain their position in the playoff race. However, the true test for McBride and the Knicks will come when they face tougher competition. As the playoffs approach, the Knicks will need Brunson back in the lineup if they hope to make a deep postseason run. But in the meantime, McBride's continued growth and ability to lead the team during this critical stretch will be crucial to the Knicks' success. McBride's potential and the Knicks' future continued. While Jalen Brunson's return is eagerly anticipated, McBride's recent performances could offer the Knicks a glimpse into a future where they have multiple reliable playmakers, allowing them to play with more flexibility. McBride's ability to step into a larger role during Brunson's absence has showcased his potential to become a key contributor in the Knicks' backcourt rotation even once their all-star point guard returns. This dynamic could give the Knicks a solid backcourt duo, which would help balance their offensive and defensive needs moving forward. McBride's growth is also a reflection of the Knicks' overall development strategy under head coach Tom Thibodeau and the front office's vision for building a team that is well-rounded, with contributions from all corners of the roster. While the team has relied heavily on the high-scoring abilities of Julius Randle and the defensive presence of Mitchell Robinson, McBride's evolution as a secondary playmaker and a versatile defender has been a pleasant surprise for the coaching staff. His skill set aligns well with Thibodeau's defensive-oriented approach, as McBride is able to contribute without the need for heavy offensive touches. At 6'2", McBride has an advantage over many of his peers due to his athleticism and relentless defensive intensity. He's not just a stopgap player for the Knicks but could emerge as a long-term fixture in the team's core. His natural feel for defense, combined with a growing offensive game, could make him a valuable asset for the Knicks, especially when they need to face teams with explosive point guards or need a spark off the bench in the postseason. One of the key factors in McBride's development is his confidence. His performance against the Sacramento Kings, where he posted 21 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds while shooting 80% from three-point range, is not an isolated event. It's indicative of the growth McBride has undergone since entering the league. He has consistently displayed the ability to come off the bench or start with equal effectiveness, making him a key player that the Knicks can count on when the game is on the line. The Knicks' ability to find a reliable backup point guard has been a challenge in the past, but McBride is quickly proving that he could be the answer. While McBride's future with the Knicks is certainly promising, there are larger implications for his role on the team and the front office's broader strategy. As the Knicks continue to look for ways to improve their roster and build around Brunson, Randle, and Robinson, McBride's development gives them more flexibility. The Knicks may not need to make a big trade to acquire a backup point guard or bolster their second unit. With McBride stepping up, the Knicks could focus their efforts on acquiring other players or assets that would provide greater long-term value. Furthermore, McBride's potential could influence how the Knicks handle their roster moving forward. While he may not yet be a household name, his performances could make him a valuable trade piece if the Knicks ever decide to make moves at the trade deadline or during the offseason. The NBA is a league where depth is often the difference between playoff contenders and championship contenders, and McBride's ability to contribute at a high level without disrupting the team's chemistry may make him a coveted asset. For now, however, McBride's focus is on proving his worth to the Knicks, both in the short term as the team navigates Brunson's absence, and in the long term as he works to carve out a larger role in the rotation. If McBride can continue his solid play and help the Knicks stay competitive during this difficult stretch, it will only raise his stock within the organization. His growing confidence and versatility are evidence that he is capable of more than just filling in for an injured starter. He's showing that he is a player who can thrive when given the chance, and his performances so far suggest that he could become a staple in the Knicks' backcourt for years to come. In conclusion, while Jalen Brunson's injury has certainly shaken the Knicks lineup, Miles McBride's rise as a reliable contributor has been a positive development for the team. As the Knicks continue to fight for playoff positioning, McBride's ability to step up and keep the team afloat is invaluable. While McBride is still far from being a finished product, his potential to evolve into a key player for the Knicks, and perhaps even a future Sixth Man of the Year candidate, is undeniable. In the next few weeks, McBride will have the opportunity to further solidify his place in the Knicks rotation, and possibly his future role in the NBA at large. The Knicks, for their part, will need to keep maximizing his strengths while waiting for their star point guard to return. And if McBride continues to impress, he could find himself as an integral part of a Knicks team that is aiming to challenge for championships in the years to come. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The New York Knicks have a valuable piece in Miles McBride, and he's ready to prove his worth when called upon. The next few weeks will be pivotal, both for McBride's career and for the Knicks' playoff aspirations. But with McBride's growth as a player, it seems like the team has found a reliable asset that could be crucial to their success, now and in the future.